If I'm looking at something like this, again, I want my espalier to be pretty flat at the fence line. I've seen other folks let these go up and then start another tier. I mean, that's going to restrict on how you want yours to grow out. If this is my tree, I'm taking all these back. Now, this is all that one-year wood that I grew this year, so I want to try to get some of that spur development for next season's production. So I don't really want to do this every year with the espalier and just chop everything off. I'm going to end up with twigs again. What I want to do is take these back to a good strong bud like this and try to get those guys to fork and thicken out and get some spur development. So I'm going to take these guys, you know, all back some. You know, maybe depending on, again, do I have a long fence? Do I want that to continue to elongate? If I don't, I'm probably going to take that whole piece off. In this case, I'm going to let him grow out and get my branch elongated. And you'll see, this is a perfect example. These are the same age. And what do you know? There's our early guy that gets our pollinator. Look at the Fuji. I've already got some spur production on that. Whereas if I look at another variety, Chehalis, didn't get spurs on that the first year. Brayburn, I'm going to get a couple of them, see on there. And I bet you if we got Gravenstein on here, they won't have anything either. They don't have Gravenstein on that one.
Let's cut him here. There's a stud here. Let's take him off there then. Do the same thing here.
A stud?
Bud.
You work on cars, huh?
Picking the buds for the direction I want the branches to go, and cutting off by sort of their, what he says, their 1/3 rule.
I think that's for full trees, though.
No, that's for everything.
Was it?
It's getting rid of the old growth. That's where you want. Even if basically pruning is putting the branches where you want them to go.
Yeah.
And make sure you got good buds. Okay. That's the whole key to it. You can do anything you want as long as but you want to direct it. This one, I don't quite know what to do with. I think I should leave.
Well, this is the main branch right here, and this is a forked branch from last year.
Yeah.
So one of these should probably go.
I'm thinking of getting. This one looks like the worst branch. Let's go that way and that way. This one I'm going to leave.
Okay.
It's got some good nuts, and we'll retrain these.
All right. Okay, those are cherries. Now, yeah, here.
Bring the phone.
Well, probably one of my students.
What do you want to do with the tree? This one should just go.
Yeah, see, this is at, from those flowers that he said were, that looks like a good branch right coming out there,
Yeah.
but this,
I just trimmed off one there, so.
that's dead wood. That's the one that had that.
This is
Although this looks nice, but this, I don't know.
Well, he said you can't get rid of that. You just so
That
don't worry.
pitchy stuff?
Yeah, you can't get rid of that. That's not something you're going to try to cut out because you just can't get rid of it, okay?
Okay.
So what you want to do is prune this with the shape you want to maintain again.
Yeah, because look at this. This is that yucky stuff. Is this a live branch or a dead branch?
It's got some live on it.
This one right here?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
A dead branch almost.
Yeah, it's from that pitchy stuff made like dead branches.
Okay, this one looks kind of dead too, doesn't it?
I don't know. Clip it just part way and see. Because it looks alive to me.
Yeah, that's good. So, and the top ones, where do you want your tree to do is what you were after. I would leave this one alone. That one needs to come back.
Yeah, that one's getting too tall.
We want it to go in, right? So let's go right here.
Okay.
I would take this one back because it's coming out.
And it's dead on the end anyway.
Okay, let's take it back to here. There's a little one right there.
That one looks okay to me, but
Yeah,
but it's kind of.
I'm gonna leave that one.
goofy shaped.
This one I'm not sure of here. And this one, let's leave him alone for now.
This one, if I was doing it, I probably would have trimmed that one off because it's going inside. But, you know, I might want this guy to come out this way.
Well, we can always trim it back next year.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm saying. We're not. It's not too thick yet. It's not really cutting back any of which, you know. There's room for it there yet.
Yeah. This one is a multi-cherry. This is Stella. And
Okay.
I don't really see anything on this one that
The
really...
only thing I would do is cut this one right here so you
All
bring
right.
it back this way.
Maybe here.
Well,
But that's just me.
okay, the only reason I go back to here because it'll branch off here and go this way.
Okay.
Rather than cut it here, it'll branch off and go out this way some more.
All right.
So, either way is good.
Okay. My general habit is to either leave it or really cut it back.
Well, how big do you want it to get too?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, because
that's the thing.
this is the only part that's Stella.
Yeah, so which way you want the branches to go. And we can turn the thing too, so I don't have a problem leaving that one if you want.
Okay. It doesn't... Whatever you're comfortable with, it's good for me. I've never been good at trimming trees. This lone one here is Sam, and I got uncracked cherries off of that little tiny branch last year, so I think...
So if you want more height out of this one, I'd leave these alone. If you want to keep the height down, I'd just trim it off just a little bit.
Okay, well the only problem is that they're like, this is a Rainier, and it's forked here, and it's forked here, and I don't...
The forks don't worry about the forks.
No, I know, but for weight.
Oh, okay.
I think they're good grafts. I've had this tree for 2 years, I think.
We can always trim it later. You can always weed it out per se later.
Yeah. Okay.
There's always that
And
possibility.
then what's this one? This is a Van, and I think
I'd leave him alone.
Yeah, that one looks good just the way it is.
If you want more height, we'll leave these three alone.
Okay.
If you want to keep the height down, we'll nip them off.
Can we decide later? Because it's such a young tree.
Yeah, we can. You always nip it. If it gets too tall, you can always nip it back. That's
Okay.
not a big deal.
Okay.
I've kept my spurs. Maybe that's off of there. You know, and then again, I'm looking at this going, well, do I want the height? If I do, you know, maybe I'll take it down again to an outside facing bud. If I don't, maybe I'll take that whole thing off down to where I've got another spur going. So I can really keep those trees down by looking to where my spur, this is the only part of the tree again that I want that's going to get me my production this year. So beginning down to that spur area, this again is pear, but this will look identical to your apples. Most of the palm fruits like that will have that same structure.
This is an orchis pear.
This is one of those he was talking about.
I know. I love this pear tree.
You're my light.
Oh, sorry.
I'm tempted to knob this one off.
Okay.
I'm not sure. And again, you don't have many branches here, so what do you
No,
wanna
it's
do
a
with it?
really young tree.
So what do you, if you want more height, I think let's just get rid of this one.
Okay.
Only because you got these two here.
Okay.
And
it's getting awful tall for me.
okay, if it's getting too tall, then let's start redirecting then.
But I haven't got pears from it either, so I'm a little worried about.
Well, getting rid of things will actually help it get pears, because they kept pointing out to that one couple, they've got too many branches. They're all complaining about small fruit.
Uh-huh.
If you get too many fruit growing, they're all going to be small. Get rid of the smaller fruit, you're going to get better fruit.
Okay.
So, you got a lot of stuff here.
This looks like some of
Yeah.
that needs to be cleaned up.
This one here.
Yeah. All
And
the.
I'm not sure about all these down here. I don't know what to think. We can always nip them off later.
I think these are blossoms.
Yeah.
This is.
That's the hard part I have with the blossom.
I'd get rid of that
Okay.
because it's just too small. And I would just leave one of those.
One of those?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's leave the main one. Like that?
Sure. I guess. I don't know anything about trimming trees. I just make it up
I'm
as
just
I go
thinking,
along.
I'm thinking if you want to go, if you want to height about here, we got room to go up with them yet.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking on that. Okay.
Okay. And then the rest look okay to me on this one because it's, well, I don't know about that.
That I'm not sure about that one either.
I think we probably just leave it for now.
because it got some.
It looks almost like a sucker, doesn't it?
Well, sucker is more like a couple of them spiny ones that shot up over there.
Oh.
I'd be tempted to. There's room yet. Let's leave him alone.
Okay.
The only thing I'm worried about is getting too tall for you. Do you want to cut it back? Do you want to limit its height right now?
Okay.
So if you want to limit its height, let's go down to here. Like he says, I'm cutting to where it's going to send off branches this way or to where the openings are.
All right.
Okay, that's what you're trying to do. To direct your branch growth.
Okay, this one is a multi, so this branch is seccle, and I don't know.
Okay.
There's a bud right there, so
Get
you
rid
could
of
probably
this
get
one.
rid of this so it doesn't get too tall.
That's to the inside. Those are going to the outside, kind of.
This is, oh, just an old Bartlett that you can get anywhere. Both these branches are
Okay,
Bartlett.
those don't need anything done to them. I wouldn't do anything to those two.
All right. Let's see. This is Flemish Beauty, which is supposed to be good in the Northwest, and it's also both those branches. And then this little one that you just clipped that one's supposed to be.
I just clipped him because you got two branches going there.
I know, and he's not very strong. That's supposed to be good on this side of the mountains too.
Yeah, no, I don't know which.
And the rest, I'm not sure I'd do anything with the rest.
Well, I would tempt you to get rid of this one.
Okay.
Only because he's interfering there already.
Okay.
Okay.
I know nothing.
Another branch thing there, so we'll go there and that'll come out.
All right.
That's what you're after. You're directing where you want it to grow more than anything right now.
Okay.
So anything else that looks like it needs to be directed?
No, because I just don't know.
You can't do it wrong.
Really? I'm not getting pears.
Well, that's why you need to cut it back.
Okay.
So it doesn't have as much new growth to deal with. It's going to go to the fruit.
All right.
And if we start getting too much fruit, that's when you pick the small ones.
I would just like to get any fruit.
Okay. But if you get a bunch of little ones,
Yeah.
get rid of some of them.
Yeah, I will.
That's what he was saying.
Except for Seckel, because Seckel's supposed to be small.
Yeah, I think unless you're worried about height, I'd leave that one alone now.
Yeah.
And you can always really cut it back. That's not a terrible worry for
Bummer,
us.
get out of there.
We're not worried about height too much yet.
No. And plus, they're 3 feet off the ground
Yeah.
because of the pot. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, still, if you're going to keep them in pot, you got to do with the height you got. So.
Yeah.
Really, that's it.
Okay.
I mean, our stuff's small enough yet. We got a lot of room to play, but.
Next week we go to the berry trimming class. Take care of all those blueberries and blackberries. This is how I turn compost. Hello, little bit. Oh, is he going to uncover lots of yummies in there? No, Bummer.
Don't get in the way or we'll be having chicken tonight.